Okay, I'm going to cover three non-related items here. First, I'm going to start with Jay Leno's latest video, where he's driving it's a Toyota Corolla, some type of sports car Corolla, but it's got a 6-speed manual transmission, and they're kind of kidding around. You know the old joke: if you don't want someone to steal your car, get something with a standard transmission in it. Now, I'm never going to steal somebody's car. I got no need to, but I could drive a standard. That's what I grew up learning. That's why I learned how to drive, was on a vehicle with a 4-speed standard transmission. I could hop into something. Well, I can drive a 3-speed column shift. I've driven a couple of vehicles with a 3-speed column shifts. I wouldn't mind having a little sports car, with a 5 or 6-speed manual transmission. I had a 5-speed in my little Toyota pickup. That thing was a lot of fun. With a little light pickup with a 1800cc motor in it, one of those 20Rs. Let's see, the second thing I was going to cover, Nigella for me, in her ghost video, she's asking if you believe in ghosts. Yeah, I believe in ghosts. I believe we all have a soul, and that after death, some people choose to stay earthbound. Now, there's people that buy into the myth, in hell, and these are people, I believe that these spirits that stay earthbound, or not all of them, maybe some young mom dies in a traffic accident and wants to see how her kids grow up, see if they become decent people or not. Maybe somebody's murdered and want to see their killer get what they deserve. There's various reasons why ghosts would stay earthbound. Like I said, someone might believe that they're going to burn in hell forever. They say, I'm not in a hurry to get there. If they think they're going to burn in hell forever, they might not be in a hurry to endure that. But to me, hell is a myth. Now, I've covered that a few times. Like I said, I'm thinking ghosts are one of several different things. I think some ghosts are the spirits of once living people. Some ghosts are maybe beings that have never been human, just kind of hanging around here. I've got a ghost that hangs around here and moves stuff around. I've had ghosts hide stuff. I've never seen a ghost. I think initially, if I saw a ghost, it would probably frighten me a little bit, but I'd get over that. I'd certainly want to question him, who they were in life. Now, I think some ghosts are people that are still alive, but they're asleep in their astral body. Now, periodically, you'll hear a story, something like, some guy sitting in the living room watching TV late at night. He knows his wife is asleep in bed, but he sees her, he sees her floating around, back toward the bedroom. And he goes, "What the hell?" And opens the door and sees her asleep. That was this lady just going out in her astral body, as we all do during deep sleep. We all go out of our body during deep sleep, and then we return when we wake up. Or that's a common belief with a lot of us New Agers. Some ghosts are leftover energy, thought forms, or I'll go into some of those later. Now, as far as religion, I call myself spiritual and not religious. I believe in a supreme being. I believe we have a soul. I believe in an afterlife. My image of that afterlife is the astral plane, and I do believe in reincarnation. I believe that a karmic reincarnation, that we come back to correct certain things. That's my belief. That's kind of pieced together, along a lot of different. It's kind of stuff I've separated from different religions and kind of taken on my own. So I'm kind of my own religion. That's probably the simplest way to say it. I just call myself spiritual and not religious. Now, the last thing I want to cover, that's my daughter. I just saw something she posted on Facebook. When I went back again, I couldn't find it. So I just leave her my comment here. Now, it went something. Now, my daughter, sometimes she'll post stuff when she's not too serious about it. I'm not sure how serious she is about it, but now, her ex-boyfriend, he's a father of 2 of her 3 kids. He's a father for Matilda, which I've got a video here from a couple weeks ago. He's a father of Dante. Now, she was saying that her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend, might want to take custody of her 2 kids. Now, the only way this boyfriend can take custody if he took you to court and proved you an unfit mother and took custody. Now, considering the fact that this guy has been in jail for sending threatening emails to people, he's got that snowball's chance in hell of ever taking custody of your kids. So I wouldn't place any serious concern. I don't think you'd ever get it. Now, if you want the new girlfriend to see the kids, you might arrange something like that. But to me, if Now I'll tell a story later. Now, for if a guy wants to introduce a new girlfriend to an old girlfriend, that's kind of weird. I don't think I would agree to something like that. Just tell your boyfriend, hey, you're out of my life. Just live your own life the best way you can. And the advice I would give to her ex-boyfriend, hey, try to spread your life out. If you got somebody else, hey, be a decent person to that person. Make the corrections you need to make in your life, and so you are a better person for this person. That's all I'd say. And Lori, this guy, your ex-boyfriend, is not going to take custody of your kids. That ain't going to happen. Okay, love you. Bye-bye.